People of the Phil versus Mariano, aka Nora facts. Nora and her co-accused were apprehended in a buy-bust operation, and from whom the police recovered one big plastic sachet containing shabu weighing 10923 grams. 40 pieces of elongated sachets containing shabu weighing 3.5437 grams, and cash in the amount of $1,050. Two separate informations were filed against Nora for violation of Sections 5 and 11 of Article 2, RA No. 9165 Comprehensive Dangerous Drugs Act of 2002. RTC found Nora guilty of the crime charged, while the CA affirmed but modified the penalty. Aggrieved, Nora filed an appeal before the Supreme Court and contends that 1. The identities of the buyer and seller, object and consideration of the alleged sale of dangerous drugs were not sufficiently established. 2. The prosecution failed to prove that she was in possession of illegal drugs. And 3. The chain of custody was not clearly established. Ruling. The court reversed the ruling of the Court of Appeals and acquitted Nora. The Supreme Court enumerated the 4 links in the chain of custody that the prosecution must establish. 1. The seizure and marking, if practicable, of the illegal drug recovered from the accused by the apprehending officer. 2. The turnover of the illegal drug seized by the apprehending officer to the investigating officer. 3. The turnover by the investigating officer of the illegal drug to the forensic chemist for laboratory examination. And 4. The turnover and submission of the seized and marked illegal drug from the forensic chemist to the court. In the said case, the Supreme Court ruled that the prosecution failed to establish the first, third, and fourth links. The prosecution failed to prove Nora's guilt beyond reasonable doubt for the police officer's non-compliance with the chain of custody and Section 21 of RA 9165. Consequently, it casts serious doubt as to the identity, integrity, and evidentiary value of the seized drugs. Though successful in proving the conduct of a legitimate buy operation, the prosecution failed to prove beyond reasonable doubt that the items seized from Nora were the very same items presented in court. In sum, the prosecution failed to prove the identity of the corpus delicti beyond reasonable doubt. Thus, Zoraida Mariano aka Nora was acquitted and ordered released from detention.